Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a house build for our pretty long running legacy family, even though we're not too far in on generations, but I hope you do enjoy it. You are here with me, voiceover Violet, today, just because I struggled a little bit at the start of this trying to wrap my head around the floor plan. I had this vision in my head, and it does work out. But I hope you are all doing well. This will be up on the gallery, hopefully as this goes live. Unfortunately, at the start of this recording, I was dealing with a lot of lag from The Sims that just wouldn't go away. So at some point I do restart the game and the lag thankfully disappears. And then I kind of realized maybe I should have done the house renovation after the horse ranch pack, which I think is released the day that this comes out. But we don't have any horse girlies as of yet in the family, or horse people, should I say. But we can always add some more. But as I said earlier, I was struggling a little bit with the layout, so what I did is I just kind of concentrated on the living room for the time being, just to kind of get a better feel for the space. I often put down a lot of furniture before I do anything else to properly gauge the size of the room. Is everything gonna fit? Is it too big, too small? And all of that. I find it very useful building in this way. But luckily, by the time I kind of finish working out the living room, it starts to flow a bit better. But we're kind of, it's a slight old, vintagey, industrial, modern vibe. I don't know if this actually has a name, the style that it is. Old school, modern, I don't know. But working out the kitchen was a bit difficult because it's kind of a bit too big. And things didn't quite fit the way I wanted them to, but I think it looks nice in the end. I haven't overly cluttered the entire house. A lot of the walls and things are still bare, just so that we can add more family photos, which we do finally have our photo studio, so yay. But as you can see, I've kind of got the floor plan down now. I had to stop recording. I took a break. I think I took a sleep. This was probably the next day now. And yeah, it kind of just flowed a little bit better. Sometimes you do just have to kind of take a step back and then come back to things. But I use a lot of the new, well, it's not that new anymore, but the Book Nook kit. I will say I really like this kit. Much better. I wish there was a little bit more variation in the books, and the books were in the bookshelves like a little bit higher quality, but it's not as bad as some of the things that we've had in the past, so we won't complain. But yeah, I have one major complaint that I didn't realize until I did this build. So I don't do a lot of more modern builds with the giant windows and stuff. And is it easy to find curtains for them? No. Like, I cut out a lot of the struggle with the curtains. And you'll see a little bit later on, because I had 8.5 hours of footage, which if you follow me on any social medias, you will already know. But yeah, it's probably about 10 hours worth of building, 8.5 hours of actual footage. All condensed down for you guys, so you don't have to sit through that much of it. But I really, really love how this build turns out. Cozy, yet modern, yet a little bit old school. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Here I'm just realizing that this living room's quite large, but like I'm already taking up quite a large portion of it. And there's this dead space. We managed to fill the dead space later, and I think the living room's probably my favorite. I think I did put the most time into it, in all fairness. But off camera and things, I might go in and extra clutterize some rooms and stuff. I'm also adding a lot of kids things. We do add a nursery just for the future, and we have a spare room upstairs, so things are expandable. So hopefully we won't have to do another gigantic renovation / rebuild. But yes, these curtains, again, they came in a kit. Was it Desert Oasis? And I think that they've got to be the best curtains, especially if you're using big windows. And also we need a filter on the curtains like we've got on the windows, whether they're small, medium or large, because it is a nightmare. Oh, this is also one of my favorite wallpapers from Vampires, obviously. So there you can see I'm getting like there's some dead space. How do I fill it? There's a giant door. So we do replace the door for a smaller one so we can fit in the grand piano. And also, instead of like a lot of bright overhead lighting and like filling rooms with those little saucer lights, I really like having a bit more ambient light. So hopefully it doesn't end up too dark in recordings and things. If it does, let me know and I can go in and hide some brighter lights in places, but I definitely prefer the lack of big lights. A bit more ambiance. Thought I'd bring the puzzle table in. So we've got a little bit of an activities or family activities kind of vibe in the living room as well. And we do have a dedicated sort of activities skill room, but where the robot machine and woodworking table, candle making and all that stuff goes. And shelves never have enough slots. Rude. Here we go, just changing out the door now. Then we can fit in our lovely grand piano from August. I believe he unlocked it. I have a question also. If anyone from the Sims team ends up seeing this, why is that corner cupboard so much darker than the others? Why does it not match? I thought it was the lighting, and it's not. But for some reason that corner cupboard doesn't match. And I'm not a fan. And I will say this everyday clutter kit, I do love. All the mugs and the bottles and things. Like, we need more good quality, realistic clutter items. Like, I think the plates I end up putting on those shelves are from Snowy Escape. I haven't done it yet, but like, there's not enough kitchen clutter. Like, we need more plates, more saucepans that go on shelves, and larger shelf spaces. I really wanted a light under here, because we've only got one range hood that's got a light, and it always sits really high up on the wall. I'm not a fan. I love these lights as well from City Living. They're one of my favorite. I don't know if they quite go, but I like them, so they're there. I really wanted to use this stack of books somewhere, but there wasn't quite anywhere down here that fit. I'm trying to find a side table that fits this vibe. It's difficult, especially the colours as well. I have quite a large issue with the colour swatches. They don't match from pack to pack. All the wood tones vary slightly. And even some of the blacks don't match. And in case some of you didn't notice, as someone who is partial to making art and things like that, when blacks don't match, or like colours just don't quite add up together the way they should, you find it in yarn as well. Like, from batch to batch, the colour's always slightly different. Bothers me. But if you hadn't already gathered, this room is photo studio, music mixing, and stream room / content creation room. So this is for, at the moment, predominantly Rachel, who is our streamer. What was it, an internet personality kind of vibe. I love these Moschino lights. There are so many good things in different packs. I'm lucky to be able to have them all. Unfortunately, I'm not an EA game changer. Or I think they changed the name of it, didn't they? But either way, everything is bought with my own money. So yeah, I wanted a very sort of gamery mood lighting, the neon lights, the nano leaf. There's a very heavy theme of black in this house. Which I think is more to do with me than any of the Sims. But hey ho. And here we are on to the gym, which I really like how it's turned out. I had to keep, obviously, the gym involved in the build because our Sims have massively got into fitness, and I forced them into wellness because everyone kept getting burnt out, which was ridiculous. The amount of burnout was too much. But we've got a lovely sort of at home. We've got the 2 weight machines, treadmills, punching bag, yoga mats, and I do put in a cheerleading mat so that when we go back to high school, we haven't done cheerleading yet, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we haven't done cheerleading yet. We will get to experience that. I might have a small obsession with the salt lamps. I really like salt lamps, and I do own several myself. In this room and in the room next to it when we get there, I use the same wallpaper. It's effectively soundproofing, or it's, you know, The Sims is simulating soundproofing. So I've put that in the gym and in the craft room so that, you know, I suppose for more RP purposes, they have soundproofed the gym, they've soundproofed the craft room. So, because we've got Winter and August on the bottom floor with their bedrooms, everyone else is upstairs. So that does change because you can see that Rachel's currently downstairs as well. But August and Winter and Robert and Herman will be elders soon. So we're going to keep downstairs, you know, for the elders. They shouldn't be doing stairs or any overly strenuous activity. So they can, you know, chill out, go sit by the pool, you know, that kind of thing. And now I'm trying to work out the layout for upstairs. I do end up making it a little bit bigger. Oop, there you go. I cut out me struggling. And things shuffle along a little bit just so that I can get this landing centered, and then we can put in a big fancy light. I really enjoy that light. Any type of like slightly modern or posh-ish mansion-y vibe builds, I use that light all the time. It's one of my favorites. I wish there was smaller versions, but there's not as many bathrooms as there was. So Winter and August have an ensuite, Lilith has an ensuite, which will probably double up as like the baby's nursery bathroom when there's a toddler and potty training and all that jazz. But Rachel and Luke share the main family bathroom, which is upstairs, but there is a bathroom downstairs. I don't show much of the bathroom building. The right word I want? I'm not sure. But I don't show much of that because they're fairly tight spaces and I kept the walls up. So I'm moving the camera around a lot. It's not pleasant viewing. But there is a very nice walkthrough at the end of the video. We take our time wandering around the house and taking it all in. I was trying to use different curtains and it just didn't work. We need a curtain overhaul and a blind overhaul. They're really frustrating. Oh, dearie me. I really like how Lilith's room turned out as well in the end. I mean, trying to find the right door. So I wanted to kind of keep the either black and gold, the dark wood and gold, and then you've got the gold in the bathroom. I think the reason why everything, part of the reason everything is so dark, I also have a D&D character called Lilith, Tiefling Warlock Rogue, if any of you play D&D. And I suppose this is not, you know, if she was a sim, this is what her house would look like at all. She's not that kind of tiefling. But it's that sort of, I still want to keep it kind of dark, kind of gothic-y, kind of, you know, a mysterious and dark vibe. Any other of you people, you lovely people out there play D&D, let me know what your favorite class is in the comments. I want to know. I have kept this nursery kind of miscellaneous, not miscellaneous, bland, not super decorated, not a lot of personality. Because the baby is not born yet, or created by science yet. We don't know if it's a she, a he, a they. I don't know. So we'll obviously decorate the nursery a bit more once Lilith is a young adult. And I'm still umming and ahhing about Annabelle. I don't know if she flirted with Luke or Luke flirted with her. I don't know which. But don't know if we can trust her. Or is it because we can't trust our brother? That would be even worse. And also the colour swatches for these curtains are horrible. The only decent curtains for large windows and the colour swatches are horrible. Yep. We are on to Luke's bedroom. So because he is older, I've kind of adultified, because I think his birthday is soon, or did we just have his birthday? We just had his birthday because he couldn't blow out the candles on his cake. Yeah, we've just had his birthday. So he is a young adult now, so it's a bit more of an adult vibe with a splash of teen still in there. I will have to get Winter to go through and upgrade the new beds that we've bought and things like that. She's the only one with a high enough handiness. Well, it's maxed out. I think August might have level 8, but everyone else is at like 5 or less. So it'll be Winter's job. And here we are on top of Rachel and Kiara's room. Even though I'm not a pink girly, you know, I prefer my purples, blacks, and the dark greens, dark purples, and blacks. I really like how this room turned out, and because of the light from the sun and stuff, this room has a really kind of dreamy vibe to it. And I did look at it in all lightings and stuff, but sped up it was just a flashing nightmare, so I didn't include it. But yeah, the way the light just hits this room and all of the colors, and it's so soft, it's really pretty. I appreciate this room. Again, I'm not someone who enjoys the color pink. You know, occasionally the deep magenta types. These were a nightmare to place. Oh dear. Yeah, the snapping points on these windows are weird. Again, it's odd. We are back downstairs. Did I not show the craft room? Maybe I didn't. There's the craft room next to Winter's room. It does get a bit smaller at some point, and it's literally just got soundproofing, floor tiles, and it's got the craft tables in it. It's nothing special. But there's me eyedroppering things, so I don't have to go and find them, which made for editing this footage super fun. Yay past me, which was only yesterday for me, 2 days ago for you. Watching this. Yeah, I still forget I'm recording when I'm building and end up doing some real janky stuff with the camera, and then I've got to cut it out. But hopefully this is watchable. Oh dear. Alright, and we're on to August and Robert's room, which again, it does get a little bit smaller. They've got ensuites. You get to see the bathrooms at the end. Again, the bathrooms are a bit weird to do just because I kept the walls up and the camera angles weren't great. But it's a lesson learned. It's me trying to do some roofing as well and then going, it's kind of snowy. I can't see the textures on the roof. But at some point we do switch to going into build by via manage worlds so that the snow isn't there. So you kind of get a glimpse at what it'll look like in the summer months without all this snow. I really didn't think of the time of year when I was like, oh yeah, we'll do a build video next. Not great in the snow though, is it? Oh, dearie me. But yeah, there we go. All the landscaping and stuff. I'm not too great at landscaping and there's not a huge amount here. I do nice little clusters of landscaping so that, again, we've got room to expand. It's not too much to delete later, and also the lot's not overloaded for you guys. Those little lavender bushes are one of my favorite things to use, along with the grass, and then the daisies as well, and like sizing them up and down, putting them under trees. Makes it so much more lived in. I was really curious why those candle things showed up in swimming pool stuff, but I also had move objects on, so I don't know if they do actually float in the swimming pool or not, or whether it's just a weird miscategorization. I don't know. This hot tub little thing took me so long to figure out. It's why there's not a lot of footage of it, so I'm sorry if you did want to see more of what I do with this, but I was faffing and throwing the camera all over the shop, so I couldn't include the footage. But I'm really happy with how this little hot tub area turned out, trying to hide the rocket in the background. It's a nice little romantic spot. And here we are onto the walkthrough. I have sped this up a touch because the camera didn't want to go that quickly. Because I was doing it in build mode. But this is the living room, all done. I absolutely adore it. Ignore the little element things on the floor. I found them outside while I was doing the landscaping. But I absolutely love it. It's cozy, it's modern and rustic all at the same time. Here we are into the first bathroom. This is the downstairs bathroom. Nice and fancy, black and gold. And then we're into the dining room and the kitchen. I'm going to change the lights to a slightly warmer light so it matches the rest of the house that bit better. So at the moment they're kind of defaulted to a white light, but I'll make it a little bit more yellow. Big hallway. Into the gym / yoga studio. I really like how these have turned out. I'm so happy with this build. It's one of the biggest builds I've done for a long time. Is the craft room. I've added a fabricator. We've got the kids' science table, candle making, juice fizzing, and all of that. Again, the walls are a little bit bare because we're going to add more photos and things. Winter's bedroom. Very little ensuite. All the bathrooms are kind of copy pasta from each other. The sizes just vary a little bit. And into August's room. Again, a little bit, you know, cozy, keeping his black and green theme. His little bathroom. I really like that shower set from Growing Together. I just wish there was a matching toilet. Unless I've been completely blind. And here is the outside on the deck. Nice barbecue seating area, little planting stations. Back into the living room. And then into the streaming studio / photo studio. Oh, what was I saying? I've lost it. I lost what I was saying. I'm sorry. If there was an important end to that sentence that I haven't finished, please let me know in the comments and I'll try and answer it there because I can't remember what it was. Oh dear. Right, up we go. A nice landing area into the nursery. I forgot to do the floor. Oops. Lilith's bedroom, nice and cozy. And then her little ensuite. And then the main master bath. This camera did not want to be smooth for me at all. Then this is the spare bedroom that we haven't done anything with yet. So it'll either be for another sim, Luke's bedroom, or we turn it into something else. And then we have Rachel and Kiara's bedroom, which I love. Got such a dreamy vibe. And then next we'll be going outside so you guys can get a better look at the pool, the tree house. Oh, the hot tub area doesn't look as nice in the winter. The grave area is still there. But you'll get to see it on the gallery without everything being covered in snow, and I'll probably show it at the start of the next episode of the Legacy Challenge. But yeah, this is our new Legacy house. It's just a little bit of the floor plan. That last clip of the top floor wasn't very long, sorry. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.